everyone, and welcome to your yoga practice today. Today we'll be focusing on low back health. So for today's practice, what you'll need is your therapy ball and you. Let's begin by coming on down to our mats. And we're going to lay all the way back on our mat today. And just taking a moment to just check in. Knees are bent, knees are parallel, feet are parallel, and just checking in with those two little bony points at the base of the spine. Just noticing, feeling the space between those SI points and the earth. Then on the inhalation, let's please lift the hips. Let's slide that therapy ball underneath the hips. Just gently bringing the hips back down on top of the therapy ball. And you're welcome to kind of wiggle. I always say wiggle and squiggle on top of that ball if that feels appropriate for you. Might feel good just to kind of rock side to side or forward and back, whatever feels good. Nice, and then we're just going to find stillness with the therapeutic ball underneath our low spine. And just rest the arms down by your sides, palms facing skyward. Let's come right into the breath here. Let's come into Durga breath, 3-part breathing. So breathing, inhaling into the belly, moving the breath into the rib cage, moving the breath into the heart space. Then as you exhale, moving the breath from heart space, back into the ribs, back to the belly. And while you engage in Durga breath, see if you can begin to breathe more into the back body. One more round of Durga breath. Breathing into the belly, into the rib cage, into the heart space. And as you exhale, heart space, ribs, and belly. And just returning to a normal breathing cycle in through the nose and out through the nose. And on the next inhalation, let's lift our hips and just gently slide the therapeutic ball out from underneath our hips, and let's bring our hips back down to the ground. Seeing if you feel a difference. You should feel a little bit more grounded, creating some balance, neutralization in the pelvis. So as we inhale, let's begin to work a little bit into the legs. As you inhale, beginning to slowly roll vertebrae by vertebrae, lifting the hips up off the earth. And as you exhale, slowly lowering the hips back down, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling through the spine. Just seeing how slow can you begin to move. Can you fill the breath with movement? On the inhale, slowly rolling vertebrae by vertebrae, lifting the hips up off the earth. And as you exhale, slowly lowering them back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Couple more times with your breath. One more time on the inhale, slowly rolling, vertebrae by vertebrae, lifting the hips up off the earth. And as you exhale, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, lowering the hips back down. On the next inhalation, let's please bring the right knee into the chest. Let's hug that right knee into the chest. Go ahead and send the left leg long if it feels appropriate for you. And really hug that right knee in. Just drawing it in, massaging the internal organs. Take a big breath in here. And as you exhale, allow that right knee to fall to the right. Open the right arm and look to the left. Nice, easy spinal twist. Just drawing more space. You can even take that left hand and just gently nudge in the hip crease. Just a gentle nudge away and draw that right shoulder down into the ground. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. On the inhalation, bringing the right knee back to center. Please hug that right knee into the chest. And then let's release the right foot into the earth. Bend the left leg into the chest. Taking a moment here, and then on the inhalation, extending that right leg long. Hugging it in and down. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale. And as you exhale, allowing that left knee to fall across that right leg, opening the left arm, looking to the left. Gently assisting, taking that right hand and just you're just gently nudging, drawing space between the hip and the shoulder. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, exhale, breath in, breath out. On the inhalation, drawing that left knee back to center. Hug it in. And here, let's extend that right leg high to the sky. It's going to act as a pendulum, and you're just going to kind of rock yourself gently up using that leg as an assist. And then let's take the right arm around that left knee. Yep, just for a nice little twist, left hand back behind as a surrogate spine. Inhale, grow tall, and exhale, twist. So you're thinking more twisting through the thoracic spine. So the heart space twists, drawing that knee into center, beginning to open up through the glute. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, exhale. Breath in, breath out. On the inhalation, coming back to center. Allowing that left leg to fall right into tree pose. So coming right into tree, you may want to adjust yourself if you've rocked up on the mat, as I have. I'm just going to scoot back for a moment. Left foot in tree pose, into the inner thigh. Take your hand on the right side and actually pick up the flesh so that you're sitting on the sitting bone. And then inhale, let's reach the arms to the sky. And as you exhale, please bow heart towards the toe. So instead of just rounding the spine and drawing the nose to the knee, which does really nothing for that back body, let's lengthen out. So really think long, heart towards the toe. Maybe you're here, maybe you're on the forearms, whatever feels appropriate to you. Keep drawing that toe, your toes back towards you. So flexing the foot, drawing the toes back towards you. Keep leading with the heart. Keep lengthening in that back body. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Every exhale, can you soften any amount more? Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Nice. On the next inhalation, slowly come up. Nice, and we'll transition. So extending that left leg out long. Let's bring the right knee in, planting the foot onto the mat. Left arm reaches around like you're going to hug that knee into midline. And then bring that right hand back behind as a surrogate spine. Inhale, grow tall. And then exhale, twist, looking over the right shoulder. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. And the next inhalation, coming back to center, allowing that right foot to fall into tree pose, coming into Janu. So letting the foot fall into tree, and please make sure that the foot is not pressing into the knee. You don't want to be pressing into the knee. You on the medial end, you want to be foot into the inner thigh, or maybe even down to the calf muscle is fine as well if you're tight in the hip. And then take the left hand and actually pick up the flesh so that you're sitting on the sitting bone. And inhale, reach the arms to the sky. And as you exhale, please bow heart towards the toe. You may feel a difference on one side versus the other. Keeping that foot flexed, so keep drawing those toes back to you. Keep leading the heart space towards the toes. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. On the inhalation, slowly bring yourself up. And let's extend that right leg to meet the left leg. Let's inhale, picking up the flesh on both sides, so just readjusting. And then we'll inhale, reach the arms to the sky. And as you exhale, please bow heart towards the toes. Just waking up the back body. Lengthening through the hamstrings is good. Opening those hamstrings is helpful when we talk about back health. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Nice on the inhalation. Slowly coming back up. Let's bring those hands behind us and just place the feet on either edge of the mat and just gently windshield wiper the knees side to side. Nice, and then we're going to adjust our mat so that we're able to do legs up the wall for a moment. So you'll want to slide the mat up against a wall at your house, an open wall. Just lining that mat up against the wall like so. And the easiest way to get into this is to actually place the bum all the way against that wall. So see, I'm kind of turned to the side, my bum is against the wall, and then I'm gonna just gently tuck and curl and roll myself onto my back and send those legs up to the wall. So it's important to get as close as you can to the wall so that you're supported. If you have tight hamstrings, it may be a bit challenging to begin, but every time you work into this posture, I promise it gets easier and easier. So just allowing yourself to rest with legs up the wall. This is a wonderful asana for renourishing the legs and really renourishing the back, the low back in particular. I'm just going to stay here for a moment and just breathe, returning our attention to the breath. You can begin to practice square breathing here, or samavriti, which is equal breathing. So if you're practicing samavriti, you're just counting the inhalation and then balancing the exhalation with the inhalation. If you want to practice square breathing or box breathing, it's an inhale for 4 counts, a pause and hold for 4 counts, an exhale for 4 counts, and a pause and hold at the bottom for 4 counts, and just repeating that. So whatever pranayama practice speaks to you in this moment, please feel free. bottom of the exhalation, just allow yourself to return to a normal breathing cycle. On the next inhalation, we'll slowly begin to bring our legs back down the wall. Gently sliding the legs down, and then you'll roll to the side. Use the hands to assist as you press yourself back up. Let's come on into reclining Gomukhasana, our number 4 stretch. So spin that mat back around. Then you'll want to come all the way down to your back again, just getting into the glutes a little bit more, to the piriformis. So you can either take number 4 stretch, crossing that left leg over the right leg, and then keeping the foot on the ground if that's enough. Or you can bring the leg up 90 degrees, reach the hands through the keyhole, and just begin to draw that knee. So you're using the inner thigh, draw that left knee out. I recommend not so much pushing. A lot of times we tend to push right on the knee. That's not healthy. So use the strength of your leg, your inner thigh, to do so. Just drawing it out if you want it a little bit more on the intensity level, crossing the left leg completely over the right leg like you're crossing the legs, grabbing hold of opposite ankles, drawing the knees into the chest. So reminder is not to lift the glutes, keep the tailbone into the earth, draw the knees into the chest, and then just gently begin to guide the shins in opposition. And just breathing here for several breaths. Nice. On the next inhalation, gently unwind whatever posture you were in. We'll transition onto the next side. So right leg crosses over the left leg for number 4 stretch. Foot can be into the earth. You can bring the leg up 90 degrees. Reach the arms through that keyhole. Hold on to the hamstring. Flex the right foot, making sure the right foot stays flexed so you're protecting that knee, and then drawing the inner thigh active, drawing that knee out. You're pressing out. You should feel that fire in the glute, or you can cross that right leg completely over the left leg. Like you're crossing the legs sitting in a chair. Draw the knees into the chest. Go ahead and draw the shins in opposition. So shins or heels, whatever you can reach onto. Generally, I like to say shins. It's just a little bit more accessible. Making sure that the tailbone stays down, that you're not drawing the knees in so much so the tailbone lifts. Draw it down. Keep the knees in, tailbone down. So you're creating some length. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. The next inhalation, just slowly unwinding. Please bring both knees into the chest. Nice little compression. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, allow both knees to fall to your right. Please open the left arm. Look to the left. Nice, easy spinal twist. Taking a breath here. Breath out. And on the inhalation, knees come back to center. As you exhale, pausing in the center. Inhale in the center, and as you exhale, dropping the knees to the left, opening that right arm, looking to the right. Take a big breath into the right side body. Big breath out. On the inhalation, knees come back to center. As you exhale, just pause. On the next inhalation, please bring the nose to meet the knees to seal the practice. And then as you exhale, send those legs out long. Send the arms down by your side. Coming into Shavasana, just let yourself take up space. If it bothers the low back, just extend the legs long. You can bend the knees. Take the feet out wide, the width of your mat, and then just gently knock the knees in towards each other. It's going to be a nice restful pose for those of you who are not comfortable with legs extended out without a bolster underneath the knees. And just taking an inhale in the nose, and as you exhale, open the mouth and just a gentle sigh, giving the body permission to relax. If you're able to remain in Shavasana, please do. And we'll begin, for those of you who need to end the practice, beginning to deepen the breath, bringing more breath into the belly, into the heart space, and then engaging in any movement that might be reawakening to you. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, and then beginning to bend the knees, plant the feet into the earth, and gently rolling to your right side, just gently pressing, using the hands, pressing yourself back up to a comfortable seated position, the center of the mat. And we'll bring our hands to our heart center in Anjali Mudra. Let's take a moment here just to express gratitude for showing up for this practice today, for taking this time to honor the mind, the body, and the spirit. Bringing our hands to our center of integration, the third eye, and bowing in respect to you, to me, and to our practice together today. Namaste.